Hi, welcome to Coaster Crush. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to join the Coaster Crush Nation as we push towards 10 subscribers. Yes, we have very large goals here as a new channel. Florida is the epicenter of the coaster world for 2021. We have arguably two of the best potential coasters opening in the last 5 years within 90 minutes of each other. Yes, I'm talking about the VelociCoaster at Islands of Adventure and Iron Gwazi at Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay. After months of waiting, Busch Gardens has treated us to a POV of Iron Gwazi. For a ride that was scheduled to open over 6 months ago, we have to wait another 3 to 4 months. That is a lot of hype to live up to, but will it? I know there is a lot of Still Vengeance fanboys that have been dissing this ride because it's a shorter ride. Not as many airtime moments, and nothing can compare to Still Vengeance. I've heard it. Still Vengeance is good, I give it that. It's a long ride, has the most airtime moments than any other coaster in the world, and it's just plain fun. What it lacks though is intensity. And while it has lots of airtime, it does not have violent ejector airtime. As a preface, my top coasters are rides like I-305, Sky Rush, El Toro, and Lightning Rod. When I look at Iron Gwazi, I see a hyper-hybrid built in a relatively small plot of land, no mid-course break, and a relatively short ride, but it still has close to 4,100 feet of track. To put that in perspective, Sky Rush is only 3,600 feet, Phantom's Revenge is 3,200 feet, and Candymonium is around 4,600 feet. But it's probably closer to 3,800 feet if you take out that useless track after the mid-course break at the end. What I'm saying is you can still have a quality hyper with a short track length. You still have around a minute of ride time from drop to slamming into the brakes. When you look at the POV, it does not seem impressive. But if you look at the POV of Sky Rush, it does not knock your socks off either. The only way we can know for sure is to ride it. Here is the stats. A track length of nearly 4,100 feet, a height of 206 feet. It uses the terrain for a drop of 206 feet, at an angle of descent of 91 degrees. With a top speed at the bottom of the drop of 76 miles per hour, it has 2 inversions. Compared to Still Vengeance, Iron Gwazi is 1 foot taller, 6 feet longer drop, 1 degree steeper, and 2 miles per hour faster. Not much, but it is still a record breaker in the hybrid category, holding all the records to itself besides the length, number of inversions, and is tied with Zadra in Poland for height. The drop is going to be nuts in the back, and it should be good in any row. The change in direction at the bottom of the hill should pull some G's not normally found on an RMC. Fly up into a bank turn that transitions into an outer bank, which will be sweet. Depending on where you sit, we'll start with floater and transitioning to ejector the further back you are sitting in the train, just like on Still Vengeance. You dive down into one of the numerous head choppers. You haul up a bank turn back to through the lift hill into a barrel roll drop like on Storm Chaser and Twisted Timbers. But instead of the initial drop, so you will be flying through this inversion without your butt in the seat all the way down. Probably will be the best moment of the ride. You fly up into another bank turn into a wave turn, which will provide some great sideways ejector. You have a few more airtime hills and another wave turn and into a stall, which will provide some great negative G's. I don't believe you'll have any hang time due to how fast you're taking the inversion. You finish up with several off-axis airtime hills and slam into the brakes. Notice how fast you slam into the brakes compared to other RMCs that try to do way too much at the end of the ride. I'm looking at you, Wicked Cyclone. In conclusion, I feel this ride will be hauling all throughout the layout, providing intense pacing, airtime throughout, including the turns, a sweet barrel roll drop through the lift hill, among other treats. Will it live up to the hype? We cannot say till we actually ride it. Has RMC ever let us down? I don't think so. What we do know though is that if Iron Gwazi does not live up to hype, you can still go to Orlando and see if the VelociCoaster does. Stay tuned for another video on that. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more videos like this here at Coaster Crush.